Welcome back to Forza Horizon 5 and the Italian Exotic DLC. Earlier today, a brand new car pack came out in Forza Horizon 5. It includes 7 brand new cars. There are 2 Ferraris, an Ital design, and 4 Lamborghinis. Mwah! We're going to try out all 4 of these Lamborghinis, and tomorrow we're going to try out the Ferraris and the Ital design concept. Before you go ahead and buy this car pack, we actually have 5 codes to give away right now on the AR12 Discord server. Go in the description, there's the link to the Discord server, and you'll find a giveaways channel, and it's right there. Start with the slowest car, the Lamborghini Huracan Tecnica, then the SC20, then the Super Trofeo, and then the Lamborghini Eczema. I'm not actually going to jump through and do any fun facts because we're going to be jumping into so many different cars. I basically wanted to try out all of these cars and basically give them a rundown of if they are good or not. And then tomorrow we'll have an idea after we've driven all of the new cars if the DLC is actually worth it. For example, I don't expect there to be any body kits for any of these cars. So if you're a fan of putting body kits and big rear wings on your cars, this probably isn't the update for you. Don't get me wrong, the rear wing's cool, the rear end is cool. I really like the exhaust. The front looks super cool, but straight up from a driving perspective, a bit boring. I think instead of driving this thick bone stock, we should just go and do some upgrades. We've got our stock Lamborghini Huracan engine. We can swap in a Lambo V12 or a Ferrari V12. I've got to make this Lambo into the Lamborghini Huracan that I used to drive around in Forza Horizon 2. That is what we're doing with this. That is a good idea. Should I just turn it into a drift car immediately? All right, 1,200 horsepower drift car. I like it. That is like the ultimate color for a Lamborghini. If you ever saw me driving around in Forza Horizon 2 free roam, I was probably driving in this. Sorta, kinda. I think we could get 200k. Send it in, Lamborghini. Oh my god, it actually sends. Oh my god, it actually rips. Yo! Okay, this is way better than I expected. It's a rear-wheel drive Lamborghini. It shouldn't be drifting like this. I didn't come out here with the intention of building like an OP drift car. And it's not, but it is way better than I expected. Look at those tail lights and the smoke. It looks incredible. I totally understand if people say that this is probably the worst car in the pack since it's so similar to the cars we've already got, but it's a nice car. Not gonna lie. Lamborghini Huracan Tecnica. Thumbs up, thumbs down, or somewhere in the middle. I'm gonna give it like a mid. The Lamborghini SC20 is the next slowest Lamborghini. Essentially, this thing is a Lamborghini Aventador SVJ that somebody took a chainsaw to the roof to. And then it's got one of the coolest rear wings like in the car industry. Hold on. I just need to open up photo mode and admire this rear wing. Alto, medio, basso. I guess that means like up, middle, bottom. Is anybody Italian? You can't see the word bolognese and go spaghetti. I don't know what is. Never mind. Moving on. Let's just go drive the car. Only one of these things exists in the entire world. I actually did some research before I started today's stream, and I tried to figure out where it actually is. Long story short, nobody actually knows. Officially, I couldn't find anything saying that it was like sold. So you've got to assume Lamborghini still owns it, but they sold the Aventador J secretly, so I don't know. We are going to ask the question that literally only one person has ever asked. What's better, a Lamborghini Aventador SVJ or a Lamborghini Aventador SVJ without a roof? We're going to find. Oh my god, that interior view is so off-putting. You know how they usually say if you drive a convertible, oh yeah, the wind in your hair. With one of these, it's more like with the bugs in your teeth and the flies in your face. I don't know if it's that massive rear wing or like something to do with the front splitter, but this thing has absurd amounts of downforce. There was actually a big trend a couple of years ago where manufacturers was just cutting the roofs off of cars. Like Aston Martin did it, Ferrari did it, McLaren did it as well. They were actually engineering invisible windscreen. They'd have the air come in through the front bumper and then escape through the hood. Like, you see all the vents in the hood, the air would come out of there going so quickly, it would actually push the air up and over the driver. I don't actually know if this thing features the same technology, but I would assume it does. So maybe you don't get the bugs in your face. I seriously enjoy this. I love weird, unique cars, and it doesn't get much weirder than that. Before we move off to the next car, let's see if there's any funky customization. The only engine swap is the racing V12, so that's a little bit of a letdown. Look at that. That actually looks sick. Is that the first time Forza Aero has actually improved the look of a car? There's reflectors in the bumper, and then this removes them. Weight reduction reduces the weight from 3,500 pounds to 2,800. Wait, how much horsepower can this thing actually build? 1,560 horsepower. No way. There's even advanced painting options for this. So I wonder if we could paint that blue trim. So paint group number 1 is the main body of the car. Okay. And then paint group number 2, it is the little blue trim. Oh, that's amazing. That hood combined with that front bumper with those headlights is literally one of the coolest things ever made. Is the SC20 a thumbs up, a thumbs down, or a mid? I would say thumbs up. Incredibly cool car, super rare car. The upgrades actually aren't bad, all things considered. I think that's a thumbs up. Next car is the Lamborghini Huracan Super Trofeo. I said it in my video, this might actually be my favorite car in the entire car pack. I just love these things. Let's give it a go, Bone Saw. I just want to hear it. I told you that this would be the best car in the pack, and I think I am correct. Ah, it's so good. I am in a legit race car. This thing is incredible. I love it when the developers add in actual race cars. Look at the roll cage. Look at like the little divider thing. I don't even know what it's called. It's just cool. Is that even a lap timer at the bottom of the screen? There are people out there who play Forza Horizon 5 who hate these cars in the game. There are people who think Forza Horizon 5 shouldn't include any race cars. And I honestly don't understand why. Driving race cars on the open road is a straight up flex. And I don't know why you wouldn't enjoy it. It's straight up one of the coolest things you can do, and I love it. Honestly, I think the only thing that could make this car even cooler is if the little lap delta at the bottom of the screen actually worked. You see how it says 0.00? That's a lap delta thing to tell you if you're like going faster or slower than your previous lap. Honestly, I think that's the only thing that would actually make this cooler. If you gave me $500,000 and told me to go and buy a Lamborghini, I hate to break it to you, I wouldn't buy an STO. I wouldn't buy a Technica. I wouldn't even buy like an older Lambo. I would buy one of these. Who cares that they're not road legal? Don't let the Ferrari win. Gain, gain, gain. Gonna send it up the inside. Beautiful move from the Lamborghini. We're gonna get the other Lambo. We're gonna get the other Lambo. B2! We're now about to go and ruin my favorite car. Twitch chat said I should turn this into a Storotto, which is definitely the most illegal thing I think I've ever done. Okay, the engine swaps are immediately an L. Let's see if I could actually turn this thing into an S1 class. If I get rally tires on here, then make my tires a little bit wider, that doesn't change my PI at all. Give me a little bit more front tire poke. Very nice. I love the center lock wheels. I'm not changing that for a second. There is our rally suspension, and there's drift suspension. That's sick. And then you know what? Let's get some upgrades on to get this thing to the top of S1 class. Top of S1 class for the Super Trofeo. Best car in the entire car pack. You're looking at it here. We do have advanced painting options though. So paint group number 1 is the main body of the car, and paint group number 2, wait, is the little roof like line? There's a large variety of different cars in this race, and I don't know why the AI have chosen those. But moving on. The Storato's probably one of the coolest new Lambos that regular people can buy. And I think this thing is probably also equally as good off-road with a couple of customization bits on it, but still very cool. As soon as we get into the true off-road sections, that's when this thing should, in theory, come alive. Now, can we out-drag the BMW? Ooh, it's a bit bumpy. Okay, the BMW's a little slow. Switch back on you. See you later. I'm gonna need to rip the handbrake. There's no way there's actually a handbrake even in this car. Just imagine that we got one installed, okay, when we got the all-wheel drive in. It's actually dealing with the bumps quite nicely, considering it's a Super Trofeo, the most race car of race car-y thing. And we said, let's take it off-road and see how it does. The fact that it hasn't flipped over is incredible. Is it the fastest off-road car we've ever built? No, but is it extremely cool? 100%. That's so much fun. Is the Super Trofeo a thumbs up, thumbs down, or mid? I think not only is it probably the best sounding car in this entire car pack, but I think it's also the biggest W in this car pack. Maybe. Because there is only one car that might be able to beat it. Get your cream out. It is time for the Lamborghini Asenza. Sorry. 818 horsepower, V12, rear-wheel drive race car. If you're sitting on like a fabric sofa right now, I would recommend going to get a towel to sit on first. It's even got a working rain light. That's sick. Does anybody need? Anybody? Why is there a speedometer on the roof? I don't want a Lexus LFA anymore. I want one of these. Oh my God, it turns. Oh my God. You don't need to brake. What in the... What? I want to tell you about this car. So... here's the thing. Last week, when this car pack was announced, that was the first time I had ever heard of this car. I usually never get too excited over cars I just will never see in real life. Since there's only 40 of these things for the entire world, they're all owned by billionaires, and let's be honest, none of them will ever be used properly. The chances of you seeing one are slim to none. As soon as it was announced in the car pack, I looked this thing up and I absolutely fell in love with it. I found out that it has 800 horsepower, it's rear-wheel drive, and it's designed for racing. And I was like, bruh, 800 horsepower, billionaires, and rear-wheel drive is not a good combination. How wrong I was. The grip that this thing has is unbelievable. The perfect race car for a billionaire. Also, I have no idea why there's a speedometer on the roof. Like, honestly, that just doesn't make any sense as to why you would have that there. Maybe because it's so fast most of the time, you're going to be looking in your rear view mirror to see what's behind you, and they wanted you to know when to shift. Probably. Nathan said we must not change the exhaust. Let's see what options we've got, though. No engine swaps available for this thing. We can go and make it all-wheel drive, but why would you? And then we get twin turbos, and we're at 1,069 horsepower. Nice. Then we bring our tires out with some engine spacers. Very nice. No brakes, no weight reduction. You've got it like you've got it. And then we get some horsepower. Nathan, there is no exhaust. Nathan, you liar. 1,600 horsepower Lamborghini. 1,600 horsepower, all the grip in the world, and we are rear-wheel drive. Okay, we just got overtaken by a man in an SUV. I love it. I love the rain light as well. I probably should have done an actual rain race just to actually get some use out of the rain light, but anyway, so cool. I can't believe how easy this is to drive. That's the mind-blowing thing. I really thought the Super Trofeo was going to be my favorite car in this entire DLC. I think that might have changed. Could the developers keep adding more race cars into the game? $1 million question. Would you take this or that Pagani Huayra race car? I think I'd take this. 3 thumbs up and 1 mid. Tomorrow, we'll be back trying out the Ferraris and the Ital Design Da Vinci, and we will be continuing our giveaway. Go enter now on the AR12 Discord. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.